Hello, everyone. My midweek message is a little bit late this week because of Canada Day, but here I am. And for those of you who aren't reading it on Facebook, this is your chance to hear our midweek message. So we are getting ready for communion this Sunday. And as we journey together towards this wonderful sacred meal, how do you prepare yourself? What do you do to prepare yourself for it? I can't help but feel that every time we share this meal together, it has the potential to be an Ebenezer moment for us, a memorial raised to God's faithfulness to us as a people and us as a community, if and when we allow that sort of connection to happen with God. And, of course, there are some communions where you partake and your mind is on a million different things. But there are others, those rare moments where we can take a deep breath and allow ourselves to experience the holy in the meal. And both are good, but going there with that intention is it gives us more of an opportunity to cherish that moment and to have that experience of God walking with us. I know for me, there is nothing I like better than a great meal with great friends. There is something special about sitting around a table with people that I love and having a great conversation and great food and maybe a glass of wine. And there are moments in my life where that's happened that I cherish and I really hold dear in my memory. And I hope that you have those moments too. And I hope that kind of love and enjoyment and anticipation is something that you can bring with you to communion whenever you partake in communion. Especially during the pandemic, there have been times where I come to the table of God and I am so weary. And I really need that nourishing love that I can find there. And I know meets me there. I know that whether or not I have the presence of mind to be aware of it, that God is walking with me, God is present with me. I know that as we all participate together, we as a community reach out to God, to the holy together as an act of faith, as an act of solidarity with God and with each other, and hopefully cognizant of what we're trying to accomplish as those who try really hard. And I know you guys, I know how hard you try to do this, to be God's hands and feet in our wider community. And I think that is such an important message that we take from our scripture about, that yes, we come together as the people of God, but we are then sent out. We are sent out into the wider community. That's what we're called to do. We are called to be God's hands and feet and to be looking outward, not just inward. And I think part of raising an Ebenezer is that sense of saying, yes, I stand here with God and with all of you, and we're trying to do something to make the world around us a better place. And even if they're small things, it counts and it matters. And it certainly matters to the people whose lives we're able to touch. It certainly matters when we listen deeply to those people. It's not just us trying to impose something that we believe is right, but deeply listening to the needs in our community and deeply, deeply caring and having those conversations, just like the ones around the table that you hold dear, that I hold dear. It's an important thing that we are called to do. And we see through God's action in our scripture, and we see through the life of Jesus and the teachings of Jesus that it is about being sent out and trying to bring the commonwealth of God to earth here and now. So, like those memorable and beloved conversations around a table together, we're trying to connect with God, and we're trying to connect with each other, and we're trying to connect with others. And those are the moments that are worthwhile. Those are the experiences and the memories that we cherish. So on that note, I would like to share with you another poem. I love poetry, so you're going to hear a lot of it on these. Jan Richardson, who is such a beautiful writer and a beautiful artist, just a deeply sensitive soul whose words I love, and images as well. She wrote this beautiful poem in her book, In Wisdom's Path, discovering the sacred in every season. And she just beautifully captures the intimacy of the act of communion. So the poem is called Table Blessing, and I hope that you will be able to also experience it in the way that I have, to enjoy it and to see it as a prayerful act of preparation for communion this Sunday. So here it is, Table Blessing. To your table you bid us come. You have set the places. You have poured the wine. And there is always room, you say, for one more. And so we come. From the streets and from the alleys, we come. From the deserts and from the hills, we come. Running, limping, carried, we come. We are bloodied with our wars. We are wearied with our wounds. We carry our dead within us and we reckon with their ghosts. We hold the seeds of healing. We dream of a new creation. We know the things that make for peace, and we struggle to give them wings. And yet, to your table we come. Hungering for your bread, we come. Thirsting for your wine, we come. Singing your song in every language, speaking your name in every tongue, in conflict and in communion, in discord and in desire, we come. O God of wisdom, we come. Until next week, and in this with you, Reverend Stephanie signing out.